Hello everyone, welcome to our Let's Play series of Deus Ex Human Revolution. This is Colonel RPG as usual, and I'm very happy that you chose to join me today after I got through that completely unnecessary level. I did it unnecessarily.
Jensen, I'm coming to pick you up. You anywhere near their hangar bay?
I'm heading there now.
Great. Get those bay doors open or this rescue attempt ain't gonna happen.
And we got the ghost, smooth operator. Yeah, that was unnecessary. I didn't need to do that, but I did it, and I sort of liked it. Sort of, a little. I mean, hopefully it wasn't frustrating for you as a viewer. At least not too much. But, yeah. How did I know there was something here? Unfortunately, it's a newspaper that we have read already. Okay. Alarmed? Oh, there's a camera. Okay, I can deal with a camera. Wow, that's a special camera. These are... I can't even do my job properly here. Like, I can't hide against this wall. Right click doesn't do anything.
Hangar doors locked. Incorrect security sequence. Please disable security bots prior to opening doors.
Sounds good to me. I recall this level. Mostly me shooting the security robots.
Hangar doors locked.
Oh, you're gonna say that forever, aren't you? Did that happen in the other...
Prior to opening doors.
It has happened a couple of times. Oh, this doesn't go anywhere. Okay, let's actually lower the volume because we don't need to hear it over and over again. And the alarm gives a good enough backdrop to what is going on. So the robots are the same as the ones we fought already. And they're really goofy and really small, which is kind of cute. It's totally fine. Our objective is down there, apparently. Wait. Our objective is to disable them? Oh. Well, this is going to be something. I didn't mean to do that. Press the wrong key. Trying to open my inventory here and see. We do have some EMP grenades. Okay. So we can put that over here. Number 7. Wait. How does this work? It doesn't work. Nope.
Activate self-destruct sequence.
Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so one of the robots are gone, and as far as I can tell, I wasn't looking about the at the hostile thing, but I don't know if it had any reason to believe that I was the one to throw it. So maybe it didn't? That one is looking this way. Oh my god, aren't they the loveliest things? That's the butt. It's not... Is it the butt? I don't know. Look at how cute it is! We're still alarmed. Is that the head? I mean, honestly, realistically speaking, it should have cameras all over the place. There shouldn't be any like line of sight with the robots. It will detect you because there should be cameras all over the place. But even if like, well, I don't know. Just have you ever tried parking a new car that has those 360 cameras? Yeah, that's just there's no hiding from it. It knows where you are and it sees with its electric eye. Okay, so I really do want to throw a grenade in there. However, I don't know what's gonna happen. Ooh. Is this cool? It is not cool. It is wrong and bad. That said, this thing does have a patrol route that is very limited. So I will throw the grenade at its butt again. And we'll be okay. And then we'll of course have to loot everything. Yeah, you didn't enter. Oh, it goes into hostile. Okay. Okay. it's not meant... I'm pretty sure that these areas are not meant for you to be completely quiet. The cameras did get disabled, and so did the alarm, which is, you would think, very counterintuitive, considering the robots got destroyed.
Measures disabled. Hangar doors unlocked.
Thank you very much. Now, let's look for more EMP grenades, because, well, actually, to be fair, I don't think we're going to need more EMP grenades. This was the area that I was saving them from, because I knew I was going to need them. Oh, you're going to say... Okay, you're not going to say that over and over again. I mean, you are. It's just, we're not going to listen to you, because you're annoying. Great. What? What? Oh, I can't do a very good job here. What's this supposed to be? Defensive measures? Like a way to hide or something? Or is it a puzzle?
Security measures disabled.
Oh, it might be a puzzle.
Unlocked.
It is, isn't it?
Measures disabled.
You're supposed to climb up here
Doors unlocked.
and maybe do something with the robots. Let's find out if this activates or deactivates the robots. Brain implants. Comments by Hugh Darrow on a panel at the 2009 International Gathering of Neuroscientific Researchers. I'm firmly convinced that neurostimulation technology can evolve to a level where it will not only aid those with neural dysfunction, but actually enhance the cognition of normal people. This mechanism, a network of platinum iridium electrodes connected to the subcutaneously implanted pulse generator in either a titanium or G-loop coated capsule, freaking run-on sentences, has previously been used to suppress the effects of Parkinson's disease, dystonia, and other neurological conditions. For example, I think dystonia is just oral hallucinations. For example, in the case of the non-Parkinsonian essential tremor, the electrodes are embedded in the ventrointermedial nucleus, or the thalamus, while the applications for dystonia and symptoms associated with Parkinson's disease, such as rigidity, Brady? That's definitely somebody called Brady. Kinesia is the movement of Brady, I think. Bradykinesia? Could be. Maybe it's not. Akinesia, which is being still, I think. Because it's kinectic. That's where the word comes from. Tremors and the like. The electrode bouquet is typically inserted into the globus pallidus. Globus pallidus, yes. Or the subthalamic nucleus, dependent on patient state. We're already designing the next generation of these devices with wireless dosing protocols and remote applications. It's only a matter of allowing ourselves to take the next step and implant a, quote, healthy, unquote, person to go beyond the merely therapeutic application and into the modificatory. This sort of attitude towards sci-fi brain implants is a little bit misguided. But I think misguided not just in the way that we know it is misguided by knowing how neuroscience works, because we know it doesn't. This is bollocks. It doesn't work like that. Neuroscience, not just from a technological limitation, but rather our brain. That's not what you do. You don't make it faster. You don't overclock a CPU. You don't overclock your brain like you overclock a CPU. But also I think like more than just from a neuroscientific perspective. There's also like an inherent human perspective that you just need to, think about how you train to be better at things in whatever things you do in life. And think about how you do that. Obviously, if you train at things, if you practice stuff very methodically in your life, maybe you're a painter or a musician or something like that, then you are more aware of the methods you use for your practice than other people, perhaps somebody who is a programmer or a writer, they don't require as much of a they don't absolutely require as much of a conscious effort for the practice of your skill. But the point is, your brain doesn't, you're not better at doing things. And when we say better at doing things, I really do mean everything. Like, this thing is talking about just from merely therapeutic to the modificatory. It makes it sound like you're going to be better at thinking, which is, I think, that's what the text is saying. I don't think I'm misinterpreting it. But what I think it's saying though is it misunderstands how we actually think. Because the way we get better at thinking isn't by having our brain being better. It isn't by unlocking parts of our brain, really. The brain just works mostly the same, whether you're an amazing painter or you're just rubbish and don't know how to hold a pencil. It doesn't. The brain works exactly the same, and it's just that I think like as an amateur musician myself, I think I sort of have a personal relationship to this sort of mentality towards how well or how much your brain affects your capabilities of thinking and creating and doing things, because it's very, it's a very common trope for people to look at Michelangelo and say, oh, he was genius, exceptional, amazing. And for sure, Michelangelo was amazing for his time and just in general and whatnot. But it wasn't because his brain was different, and it wasn't because he had like this gene that made him special or anything. It was just because he practiced a lot, and not just and obviously, in terms of painting, it didn't only practice a lot; it practiced correctly. And that, well, correctly for what he wanted to do, naturally. Because you can practice a lot, and if you're practicing bad, if your practice isn't good, if you're not practicing the right way, you're not going to get better. Like, for example, getting faster in, I don't know, what's a sport that would be good for being faster? Well, cycling. I did cycling for a little while. That's a good example. If you practice a lot in cycling, I had colleagues that practiced so much. Well, I get... practice, is practice the correct term? Yeah, it is. Anyway, they practice so much more than me, and I beat them, like in terms of progress, not just in terms of strength, because if we start from like different people have different capabilities normally, but I beat them in terms of progress specifically. And some of my colleagues who practiced even more than me, and actually were I believe more naturally suited for riding a bicycle than I am in terms of just the strength, I would end up beating them over the course of a season, because I practiced smart, and I kept telling them you can't just put miles on your feet and that's, or on your legs, I suppose, because you're on a bike. You can't just put miles on your legs and expect to get better. You need to know what you're doing. You need to have a regime. You have to analyze what you're doing and correct it. And I did that when I was a kid, and I still do that with my guitar practice, for example. It's just practice is king. Practice is king. It's not your freaking brain implants. They're not going to do anything. If my brain could think faster, I wouldn't be able to play faster on the guitar. And not because my fingers can't do it. My fingers can do faster. It's just my brain is not trained to do... I'm not practiced enough to be fast on the guitar, for example, or super fast anyway. But anyway, this is just a trope that... It sort of bothers me a little bit, but not too much. But it's just... I wish it were given a little bit more thought in this particular setting, because it's something that, is super cool. Oh, this is okay. It's something that is super cool because you're going to be like, oh yeah, super brain, super smart. And it's cool in the sense of, that's just sort of a trope that we think of when we think of sci-fi, right? But, and yeah, there's a lot of implications and sort of subtext that can be problematic and all that sort of stuff, for sure. But it's still a part of the setting, having people be connected to computers and all that sort of stuff, and just be like, oh, there are the cameras, they're disabled. Can I enable them? Yes, I can. That's sort of weird. The robots, I woun't have been able to disable them, but because I don't have the practices for that. But that is a possibility. I just decided to shoot them, and I didn't get the... Well, that was that. I didn't do a very good job. I'm sorry. I could reload, but I'm not gonna. It doesn't matter. And besides, it would be an absolute pain in the ass, because we know how much I love the cones of line of field of vision and all that. Okay, so this is open, and we have a lot of computers, very cool looking computers. I like these. They would murder my eyes. They would absolutely destroy my retinas, because the blue LEDs in a black background would destroy them. But they look so cool. They look really cool. Okay, so a button. Well, I'll press Mr. Button in a little bit. Madame Zhao Zhao's itinerary. Kyle, here is Madame Zhao's travel itinerary. For the remainder of the week, please be sure to stock plenty of champagne and those bonbons from... That's all one word, I'm pretty sure. Maybe it isn't in English. From Bruges, or Bruges, maybe? Brugge? That she loves so much. And we got the departure with double dashes. Oh man, it's always the same person writing the double dashes. Although it could be just a... No, it isn't a bug in the game. It's definitely whoever wrote that, they wrote double dashes. And I I pick on everything.
Hangar doors unlocked.
And this is a rocket launcher. I knew it was here, but I wasn't going to use it because it makes a lot of noise. And besides, what do I have over here? Heavy rifle. Do I want to carry the rocket launcher, stun gun peps, 10mm pistol, revolver? Can I drop it? Heat targeting system. Can't combine it. Can't pick the rocket launcher. I think it is more expensive. Not that we need it, but... Heavy rifle. There it is. We picked it up. It is kind of heavy. Yes. I think I can...
Security measures disabled.
Didn't I drop another thing?
Hangar doors unlocked.
Rockets. I mean... No. Let's just keep it. Just keep the rockets. We don't need... We can pick up anything else, so... It's good enough as it is. And everything is clear over here.
Security measures disabled.
This is also a good way to hide. And in fact, I'm pretty sure this is the intended path for you. We got chocolates? Is that chocolates? It is chocolates. The most important item in the game, as we well know.
Security measures disabled.
Not just objectively speaking, but also in terms of, you know, as a moral standpoint. You must protect the chocolate at all costs. That's the real moral choice in Deus Ex. More rockets? Yes, indeed.
Security measures
Only 2 of them. I wonder if a single rocket can knock out one of those things. A frag grenade. It's also giving us a lot of heavy rifle ammo. I did have the heavy rifle, I just, of course, wasn't going to use it.
Security measures disabled.
No more chocolates, though.
Unlocked.
Evil. It's an evil place. It just had 1 chocolate. Oh, no. Wait. I take it back. Nope. I don't take it back. It's not chocolates. I will throw the rockets away. It's a Cyber Boost Pro Energy Jar. Come again? Do I have those? I think that's a bigger version of a chocolate. I have so many chocolates. It's beautiful. Gas grenade. Yeah, we don't need that. And I still can't have that? How big? Oh, right. What is that? Sniper rifle ammo. You shut up. Stun gun darts. No, I need those. I also saw something else over here. Stun gun darts, yeah.
Security measures disabled.
Can't take the rockets now. I can take the grass grenade. Okay. Let's press the button and see what happens. Well, we know what happens. The airplane comes in. Getting things done. There she is. Smooth operator. Ghost? I got ghost somehow? Did you notice? I didn't realize that. Wait, do the ghost rules... Are the ghost rules different than what I thought?
Jensen, time to hightail it back to Detroit. Get in.
Yes.
We're not going to Detroit.
What?
We're going to Montreal. I'll explain en route.
Damn right you will.
Are you sure about this? I mean, it's not some tiny cable station you're infiltrating.
Zal mentioned an Eliza and a phone call to Picus. Put them together, it has to mean Eliza Kassan is in on this.
You don't think that's a bit of a leap?
Yes.
The world's most famous news anchor working with a mercenary hit squad?
We can argue the fine points later. Set me down on the tower.
Oh, no.
I'll get in from the roof.
Oh no, that is the worst turn of events. Oh my god, I can't believe that.
Jensen, it's Pritchard. Malik tells me you want Eliza Kassan's location.
If it's not too much trouble.
It's not. I bypassed the firewall easily, and I've pulled up a 3D model of their floor plan. Her office is in the tower, room 404.
On my way.
That is the worst thing. Not because... I mean, I knew Eliza was in on... I knew this. This is memorable enough. I remember this. What is the worst thing is that it's given no explanation. We did see Eliza. But we... Like, oh my god, what is the game doing? Why did it do it like this? We can discuss the details later. There are no details, Jensen. I know full well there are no details. You're not going to give any details about a minor choice. It's not a minor choice, but it's something that we gave very little screen time to. So it effectively is a minor choice of just going from Hong Kong to, where are we, Denver? Or, I don't actually know. Can we look at the map and see? Montreal, that's the one. But it just works as on a, it's what is the, why, how, it's a lovely place. Just, oh my god. So yeah, we did see the word Eliza before, and Jensen treated it as if, you know, there's only one Eliza in the world. Now, we only needed a scene. I was on the lookout for it, by the way. I was on the lookout for foreshadowing. I was on the lookout for me to be like, oh, look at that. Ooh, I wonder who, you know, because because I finished this game once before already, or multiple times, I don't remember. But like once you do that, when you're in that stage as a Let's Player, you're on the lookout for these things because you're like, you want to use them to your advantage as a player, and you want to. Did I bypass that? Because I didn't want to. You just you know, it's just something that I do anyways, and be on the lookout for these things, because it makes for interesting commentary and makes for something I can call back later on to, and just you know, it's just better. Ammo capacity upgrade. I think I can make it, combine it with something. I can't combine it with anything. Where does this go? For weapons. Well, that's a good point. Doesn't even go for the rocket launcher, which is sort of weird. Now I can combine it. There it is. I figured. Either way, it's just, oh my god, it's just really, really flimsy. And it shouldn't be as flimsy. Figures show sharp global rise in terrorism. Yes. The number of serious international terrorist incidents more than doubled last year, as reported by the United... No, I talked about... Yeah, I remember rambling about how the figures... Didn't you report on the rise? Or because it's not... Either way, I talked about it before. So we're going in, and we're gonna talk to Eliza Kassan and be like, oi, why are you inciting people to... No, wait, that's not the story this game tells. You're not inciting people to riot and violence. It's the other way around. I mean, sort of also not the other way around. It's kind of complicated because, as always, the message is mixed up as F. So no chocolates in here. Really bad people, as we can clearly observe. Such terrible people. Picus area with an at. Is it just me, or is that it's a very 2000s logo for anything internet, is all I'm saying. For when people started their emails with www. In movies, anyway. Not in real life, naturally. Although you can have an email that starts with www. All I'm saying is that in movies they would just... My email is www at something or other... Because there's reasons for that. Okay, she's on television. Can't disable the television. Okay, television set, I should say. There's nobody here. There's a camera somewhere. It could be on a different level. Humanity, which way now? Oh yeah, that's the news they're saying. Synthetic thought, the human AI. Can a machine lie? More importantly, what is a lie? Because that is the big question, but I can ramble about that later. The evolution of artificial intellects raises questions of a moral and ethical nature that affect humans in a way that no other technological development has before. Yes, there's such a thing as morality in programming, and it's important. But either way, if the search for AI is to create a mechanism that reasons and intuits in a fashion similar to a human organism, then what is the scope of the morality of such an intelligence? As early as 2009, at the Laboratory of Intelligent Systems in the École Polytechnique Fédérale of Lausanne, Swiss scientists developed an interactive experiment using robots with a 264-bit binary code, quote, genome, quote unquote, that governed how they reacted to different stimuli. After 500 interactions, the LIS robots had learned to think around a task set for them, the gathering of a resource, to the point where they could, quote, lie, unquote, to their fellows in order to hoard said resources for themselves. Wow. Wow. It's a good thing that this isn't the plot of the game, because this is outdated as F again. It is really outdated. Not only is it just flat out wrong, and can a machine lie? Yes. Have you ever seen like a, I don't know, a barometer that is badly calibrated and it's telling you the wrong number for what the pressure is? Yes, that is a machine lying, because that's what we're defining as lying. The obviously here is it's sort of made to be a little bit more cartoonish, but what is outdated about this isn't that that it's them about lying, is that the issues that we have with machine learning, which is what this is are just so much more advanced and much more relevant to society than just some stupid machine trying to lie, quote unquote, however that would work. Just because, you know, we have machine learning in things like the algorithms behind YouTube and Facebook and Google and cars driving themselves and electricity being distributed around the country using algorithms and machine learning, and all that is basically this, except actually real and actually more relevant and more important. And this is an answer. This is an issue that doesn't really. It's not really relevant, because a machine is a tool. The AI is a tool. The moral quandary isn't that the machine lies, is that you trust the machine implicitly. And that's, you know, that can be a good thing. You can trust the machine implicitly under certain circumstances, and you can also be distrustful of a machine under other circumstances. That's the moral quandary. And it happens in real life. It has happened for maybe not hundreds of years, but for decades and decades. And engineers are well accustomed to that. Maybe not new engineers that have only worked with who dropped that coffee? That have only worked with AI, but that is not a question. Either way, we're out of time, so we're gonna have to see what 2012 thought the next decade would be, because that's more or less what that is. It's like, you don't even know, my dude. Make this game in 2020, and then you'll see if you're gonna be asking dumb questions like that. Anyway, I'm Colonel RPG, and this has been Deus Ex Human Revolution. I really hope you've enjoyed it, and if you did, go ahead, leave a comment, like the video if you want to see the next episode come out sooner rather than later. But above all, thank you so much for watching, and I hope we'll see you next episode. Bye-bye.